This is like the 5th time I've had to re-record this video. This is a very important topic to me, and I don't want to mess up. I don't want to say something incorrectly or come off as arrogant or bossy. So this is like my 5th take. The 4th one I was happy with, but the audio isn't as good, and I rambled for a while, so that's why I'm recording this again. But if you can't read, I'll read the title of the video for you. It's Nethergames YouTube Rank. That is what this video is about, and specifically how unreasonably difficult it is to get the rank. I'll be talking about why the rank should be changed, the benefits of it, and why they don't want to change the rank, even though I and many other YouTubers have said that they should change the requirement. So a while back, some people don't know this, I messaged Dries, who is the owner, or I guess executive if you want to be factual, of Nethergames, and I made like a really long Word document, I think it was like 2,000 words or something, stating on why they should change the requirement. And at first, Dries was really supportive of it. I think he still is today very supportive, but he showed it to his board of directors or whatever, and they denied it, and they didn't want the requirements to be lowered. Then that led to Shrexy, which is another games YouTuber that just recently came back. Really happy about that, by the way. He made a video, his last video before leaving was making a video on why Nethergames requirements, YouTube rank requirements, are too high and why it should be changed. Basically this video, and it was just ignored. Like, nobody really cared that much. Like, some people on staff agreed, but it really went unnoticed. So I've decided to make a video because I feel like I have a bigger audience, especially a bigger staff member audience, I guess. But yeah, he made the video, and because it didn't really get any response from staff or the owners, he quit YouTube, or at least that's what why I think he quit YouTube. He didn't actually say that was the reason why he quit. There might have been like a screenshot of him saying that, but I'm not entirely sure. That might just be a rumor. But at least that's why I think he quit. He's back now, which means he's probably like expecting them to change requirements, or he's just close to 5k, which is why he's gonna come back and just get YouTube rank with 5k subscribers. But yeah, anyways, I guess first off, I'm gonna say why changing the requirements is important and should be done. So, as you all know, getting 5,000 subscribers on a server with 2,000, maybe sometimes 3,000 concurrent players is difficult. Okay, I don't think anybody disputes that the requirements are too high. Like, try to find me one person that is disputing that the requirements are too high. Maybe like somebody's gonna say, oh well, you know, like it's fair, you know, like on Hive, for example, you need like, I don't know, like 5k or something, or maybe even more. But we're talking about a server that's getting maybe at most like 2,000 to 3,000 players, and the requirement is higher than the concurrent player base. And the reason why it's absurd is because, just like, I don't know, just look at Hive. Like on Hive, you need what, like 5,000 views per video or something, which is like, I don't know, 10k subs, maybe like 15k. That's like reasonable. That's like what 1/3, maybe like a bit higher, but 1/3 of the concurrent player base. Hive gets like 3k. I mean 30k, and then sometimes, if they're lucky, like 40k. So in my opinion, that's fair. A bigger player base gives you a bigger possible audience that you can gain subscribers from. Nethergames' audience is not big enough for you to be able to get like 5,000 subscribers in like less than a year or something. I got pretty lucky. I had a specific strategy that I used to get me subscribers. I made videos on different servers with the comparison to Nethergames, which is a really good strategy for getting subscribers if anybody wants to try it. Just make a video, for example, on Hive or something, like an issue on Hive, and you can then talk about what Nethergames does better. It's a really easy way to get people to try the server out. Like, believe me, it's stupidly easy. Back when I did that strategy, I gained like 1,000 subscribers in a month. Ever since then, I haven't really been able to get that pace because I've stopped doing those videos. They were way too difficult to make. I had to like script them and everything, and I just didn't feel like it was worth the effort. But yeah, that's something I did, and that's how I managed to get that many subscribers in such a little time. But as you can see, nobody else is getting that. It's really difficult to get that many subscribers, which just shows that this is an exception. This isn't the norm. Also, why am I getting 2v1 here? Are these guys like teaming or something? But yeah, nobody disputes that that's an absurd requirement. There's no popular server that requires you to have a higher subscriber count than concurrent players. CubeCraft, what, 5k? That's dude, CubeCraft wants 5k, and Nethergames wants 5k as well, even though Nethergames has got 30,000 players less. I have no idea why this requirement is that high, and it should 100% be changed. But to elaborate on why the requirement should be changed, First of all, there is going to be an incentive to make more YouTube videos if the requirements are lower. For example, if the requirements are lower to, I don't know, 1K or 2K, let's say 2K. Somebody like, for example, Ben Miller, or somebody like DJ, who's a mod who previously was like a live streamer or something and got like 1,000 subscribers from that, they might be incentivized to start uploading more. And that would be awesome. Like, I'd love to see more people make content. Like, there's like maybe like 3 people that have like over 1,000 subscribers that consistently upload. Like, me, Shrex is gonna start uploading more, and then like, you get my point, okay? I can't think of anybody that's like a big YouTuber that consistently uploads videos. And that's the main reason why is because people, they grind to maybe 1K, maybe 2K, and then they notice how hard it is to get YouTube rank, which is the main reason why they're like uploading. Well, some people do it because it's fun, but what's the fun in doing something if there's no reward? If there's no reward to do something, why would you try that hard? Why would you waste a year of your life going for something that is fueled by a reward? Rewards are good, but if a reward is too high, then somebody's just gonna stop midway when they notice how hard it is. Somebody at the start might say, oh, well, that's easy, you know, after you get 1K subscribers, you just start getting like 2,000 subscribers a month. That's not how it works, okay? You don't get that many subscribers in such a little time, and that's something you only notice after you get that many subscribers. So there's an incentive for somebody to upload if the requirement is reachable, if the requirement makes sense. In this case, it doesn't make sense. The fact that I'm still the only person to have gotten YouTube rank by being a Nethergames exclusive YouTuber proves how absurd this is. It's been 5 years. How come nobody has 5K subscribers from uploading just Nethergames content? It's been 5 years. Can somebody just step back, look at all the Nethergames content creators ever, and realize that there's not been a single person in 5 years besides me to get YouTube rank? And I'm not saying this to say, oh my gosh, guys, look at me, I'm so perfect and amazing and I'm like such a good YouTuber. No, I'm saying this because it's a sad thing. It's a bad thing. Why can nobody else get YouTube rank? Is it because they're making bad content? No, I'm like looking at so many small channels that have so much potential to make really good content. Their content is already really good, but they won't ever be able to get YouTube rank because the requirements are just too high. There's not enough people playing Nethergames that are interested in subscribing to those channels. It's not because the quality isn't there. Like, I've been checking out a lot of really good small channels that make really good content. And I've just been looking at all these channels, and I've just been reminded that these channels won't get YouTube rank because there's just not enough players to get them YouTube rank in like less than a year. You have to really try doing YouTube consistently. I've had to do daily uploads for like, what, 4 months to get YouTube rank? That's absurd. Nobody should have to go ahead and do that. Right now, the fastest growing like Nethergames YouTube channels are getting like, what, 20 subscribers a day? I mean, on the surface that sounds good, but if you think about it, 100 days, 20 subscribers a day, it would take you over 200 days to get YouTube rank, which is absurd. You shouldn't have to do YouTube for that long. And that's considering if you do really get 20 subscribers a day. From what I've seen, you need to be like above 1K to be able to get like 20 subscribers plus a day. Maybe if you grow really fast and have really good content. It's just unreachable. It's not that I'm the only one who thinks this. Every single Nethergames YouTuber agrees with me. And a lot of other YouTubers from other servers actually agree with me too. Like, for example, Team Termite, who's a CubeCraft YouTuber, agrees with me. He was like the first person that I know that got the rank. And he got it for making a single video. The fact that other channels have an easier time getting it is so unfair towards Nethergames YouTubers. There should be 2 different requirements, at least in my opinion. There should be a requirement for people that make content for NG, and a requirement for people that make content from other servers. Like, I think 5K is a pretty decent requirement if you're making videos from different servers. I think it's a great way to reward big content creators for making videos on a smaller server, and I think it's fair. Like, for example, I don't know, who was it? I'm Pizzas made a video on Nethergames. If he applied, I think that's fair if he got YouTube rank because you know, he's over 5,000 subscribers. But I think it's not fair if Nethergames' own content creators have to abide by that same exact rule. It's just not fair. It should be lowered to like 1K or something that's reachable, something that seems to be a good requirement to have. And Nethergames is just, they're just not bothering. They just don't care that much. Or at least I think they don't care, because if somebody on Hive makes videos, they have a higher chance of getting YouTube rank on Nethergames than a Nethergames content creator. That's not how YouTube rank should work. If there's any staff watching this video and you have one thing to take away, somebody from a different server has a higher chance of getting YouTube rank than the person playing on your own server. That's not how it's supposed to work, okay? It should be harder to get YouTube rank if you're coming from a different server, because you haven't been making videos on the same server. You don't have the same impact as somebody who's making videos constantly on the server. Like, I can see how, for example, I don't know, I'm Pizza's video on other games got more people to play in other games than my entire channel. I think that's possible. It's possible that one video from him got more people into other games than my video did, or at least it introduced more people. I don't think that a video of his gets more people to main other games, because I mean, if you think about it, if a Hive content creator makes one video on Nether games, he's not making the video to actually get his audience to play it, because he knows his audience, they'll keep playing on Hive because he's making content on Hive. They're his fans, so they'll be the fan of whatever server he's playing on. If he would switch to Nether games, I think more people would switch than if he just made a single video. That's why Nether games content creators are important, is because they don't just advertise a server, they fully endorse it. They don't just say, okay guys, go play this server. No, they're actually telling you to go ahead, try this server out, because I love it, I play on it, I main it, this is a server that I choose to play on. If somebody just makes one video, sure, you might get like, I don't know, 500 more players for a week, but after that week, those players might go down to like what, like maybe like 50 or something that will actually keep playing. That's why exclusive YouTubers have a higher retention rate of players, is because the fans of those channels will want to play on the same server that their favorite YouTuber does. I've been rambling a lot, so sorry about that, but I'll go back to the main point. If somebody lowers a requirement for YouTube rank, then there's going to be a bigger incentive to make videos. If the requirement is lower, then more people will start making more videos. Like, for example, let's take Cloudy Sheets. Cloudy Sheets, he was a Nethergames YouTuber for a very long time. Some people may actually still remember him, and he used to make a lot of content on other games, but he stopped because his content wasn't getting the attention that he felt it deserved. And I would agree, honestly. I feel like his content was way better than it deserved, and he should have gotten more views. But he stopped making videos. He went to Java for a while, and then just stopped altogether because he was so demotivated. And I completely understand that. But for a while, I thought he was going to come back. There was rumors that the YouTube requirement was going to be changed to 3K, which honestly, I would be fine with 3K. 3K is 2K less than 5K. That sounds like a completely reasonable requirement, but they didn't even change it to that. They didn't even change it to 3K. They just kept it at 5K, and they still are keeping it. Like, the Q&A was like, how long ago? Like 3 months ago. It's been a while, basically. They should have changed the requirement a while ago. I don't know why it's taking so long. There's literally no reason for it to take so long. I really thought they were going to change it. Like, staff members even said that they were going to change the requirements, but it hasn't been changed yet, and I really think it should be changed. Cloudy was going to come back. He was going to upload more videos because he's really close to 3K, but he hasn't, because what's the point of making videos when the requirement is still 5K? He's waiting for the requirement to change, but he's waiting in vain because the requirement isn't going to be changed. At least that's what I think. I don't think they're actually going to change it. I feel like they just they thought about it for a second, and then they decided to not change the requirements. And I feel like it's so sad, because Cloudy really deserves to be another game's YouTube rank. I like, honestly, I'd be super happy if he was going to be the second other game's YouTube rank. And I think he really deserves it. Like, it's easier to get partner rank than to get YouTube rank, which is absurd. At least it's easier to apply. Like, obviously, like you might get denied, but at least you can apply, you know? And there's a lot of YouTubers just like Cloudy that would love to upload videos, but there's no incentive to. There's no motivation. There's no reason to upload. Like, why spend hours on something if you're not going to get any validation from it? Why do you think, for example, leaderboard players try to get on leaderboards? Is it to just feel good? No, it's because they want to get some sort of validation, some sort of reward. They want to see their name on leaderboards. They want to see people mention them. And that's also a motivation for a YouTuber. Obviously, like, a lot of people, they do it because it's a hobby and because it's fun, and that is the main reason, and it's going to stay the main reason for a while, probably, for a lot of YouTubers. It's just because it's fun. But after a while, your main motivation becomes that you want to try to get YouTube rank. I know that was a motivation for me after I got like 3K subscribers. That was my motivation, try to get YouTube rank. And after that, it was get partner rank. I felt like I was never gonna get it, but look at me. Now I got partner rank too. So clearly these goals are achievable, and because they're achievable, people hope they can get it. But after you change the reason of why you do YouTube from just having fun to trying to get a rank, you notice how hard it is to get that specific rank, specifically the YouTube rank on other games. And that just demotivates you, and that might lead you to stop making content altogether. And that's just not what I want from Nethergames. Like, why do you think Nethergames is so popular? Do you think Nethergames is so popular because it has such good game modes? Do you think it's because of all the good staff? No. Why do you think Galaxite isn't growing, for example? Do you think Galaxite isn't growing because their game modes are bad, because their staff is bad? No, it's because they don't have any YouTubers advertising it. From the videos I've made on the Galaxy side, a lot of people don't even know what the server's game modes are because they haven't tried them yet. It is because nobody has told them about the game modes. Nobody's made videos on the game modes. And even still now, nobody's playing on the server, which I don't know why. It's a really good server with really good game modes. I play on it whenever Nethergames is like crashing or something, which is really rarely nowadays, but it does happen like at least once a week or something, and I'd go play Galaxy. It's a really good server, but nobody plays it because nobody's advertising it. And that's the same reason why Nethergames is working. It's because so many people have advertised it. GamerBoy80 made like, what, 3 videos on it. I'm pretty sure RKY made a video on it at some point. A lot of other people made videos on it, and it's gotten a lot of players to find the server out and enjoy it. And that's the reason why Nethergames should try to support their content creators more. It's because those are the people that ultimately decide how many players a server gets. Why do you think Hypixel is so big? Do you think Hypixel is so big because their game modes are just the best? Well, that, and also that they has so many good YouTubers that make such good content. Hive is also getting way more views than makes sense. Like, just think about it. What, Hive has like 30,000 concurrent players, and some of the Hive videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. That doesn't make sense. How could that happen? Well, it can happen because of how optimized YouTubers have made the content for other people. Making a video about one server doesn't mean that players from other servers won't watch the video. There is a certain way to make people from other servers watch your content. That's what Hypixel YouTubers found out, and that's what Hive YouTubers are slowly finding out as well. And that's something that the game's YouTubers can do as well, but it's just not incentivized. There's no reason for somebody to just think for hours and hours and try different content just to get more people to play on a server that doesn't even recognize your existence. Nethergames doesn't support their content creators enough, and you're then expecting those YouTubers to make videos that specifically try to help grow Nethergames' player base. If more people look at YouTube Rank, more YouTubers are gonna start making YouTube videos, and there might even be some people that start making YouTube videos that never thought they would make YouTube videos because somebody said, hey, you're really funny, like you're really funny when I play with you, like you make funny jokes, you should maybe start a YouTube channel, you could be really entertaining, you could make it like really good videos. And it might be incentivized by the idea that, you know, YouTube Rank is really easy to get, so why don't you just make like videos for like 4 or 5 months and you can get YouTube Rank, and you can get like recognized by a ton of people. You know, that sounds like a really fun idea. Right now there's also no competition on other games. I'm getting like, what, like 2,000 views a video, maybe even more. If it's a good video. Nobody else is getting those numbers. Maybe Shrexy on like a really good day, but nobody else is really getting those numbers. There's really no competition. And why is there no competition? Because nobody's incentivized to. If everybody has the goal of trying to get YouTube Rank, they're gonna start making content that is better than somebody else's so they can get YouTube Rank faster, or they can grow their channel faster. There's no incentive to do that. Obviously, like a competitive environment can sometimes lead to a toxic environment, but in a lot of cases, competition is healthy. And in this case too, on Hive, there's a lot of channels competing for each other, which makes them improve their content. But Nethergames can't have an environment like that when they don't have lower requirements for YouTube Rank. If more Nethergames YouTubers start being more competitive about content and who subscribes to who, then there's also going to be more people from other servers checking out that content. Imagine if there's 10 more channels with YouTube Rank that all upload like a video at least once a week or twice a week. There's bound to be at least like, I don't know, 1,000 more players on other games after like a week or so. Like, I guarantee you Nethergames is gonna grow way more if it has way more YouTubers. I'm not saying that lower the rank to something like 100 subscribers or 500 subscribers. That's obviously way too low. But I don't know, something like 1,000, 2,000, maybe even 3,000, but that's as high as I would go. That sounds reasonable. 3,000, you could get that in maybe like 6 months, but it would still come close to a year. I think personally I would go for 2,000. I think that's like the fairest thing. It would also incentivize YouTubers like Ben and DJ to probably upload more videos. I don't know like if like Ben would, but I definitely think that some other people that are like really close to 2K would definitely start uploading again. But I think 2K is like the best number that you can go for, because it incentivizes a lot of people that are 1K to try to go for 2K. There's a lot of people that will soon have 1K. I feel like 1K might be a little bit too low, but I think 2K is perfect. 3K is making it really premium. There's gonna be like maybe like 3 people that would have the rank, which I think is fine. But I think 2K, that's the best, at least in my opinion. Obviously, removing YouTube ranks after like months of AFKing should be done so that it still incentivizes people to upload more to keep the rank. A lot of you might say that it should be 1K, but I think the rank is just gonna lose its value, and then people will stop seeing it as a motivation to get more subscribers and upload more videos. So I think 2K is personally, at least in my opinion, the best thing to aim for. After that, you'll still have partner ranks, so you're still gonna be motivated. But I want to hear your thoughts on this as well, because I know a lot of you are probably like YouTubers who are watching this. Maybe there's some staff members that can give me like a different perspective. Maybe you guys are working on it. Maybe there's something that I missed. But that's my opinion. Now there's one counter argument to the idea of having really low requirements, and that's that oh, you know, like just somebody really random could get YouTube rank that's like from a different server, and that will devaluate the rank. Just make two different requirements. Just make a requirement for 5K for channels that are really big and are non-Nethergames exclusive, and make it 2K for somebody that's a Nethergames exclusive YouTuber. It's a simple solution. It's really not confusing at all unless you're like an actual idiot. And I think it's the best solution. I think it's the only solution that makes sense. It's the only solution that I would go for. But yeah, I want to know you guys' input on this video, if you agree with me or not. If you don't agree with me, then please let me know why, because I find you really interesting and intriguing, because I feel like I've laid out my point really well, and I don't think there's any like holes in my argument. This one is going to be a paint edit, so if you would like to show appreciation for the video, then subscribing and liking is a great way to do that. But with that being said, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you're a staff member, can you please fix YouTube rank? Thank you, and goodbye. Hey guys, it's Editor Christ here, your favorite neighborhood editor. I'm gonna add some key points here at the end of the video. For some people that might have forgotten a lot of what I said, I'm sorry, I rambled a lot. So first of all, if you lower YouTube requirement, you're going to make people compete for YouTube rank more, you know, who can get it first, stuff like that. Competition is mostly good. You're going to incentivize YouTubers to upload more, because you're going to get YouTube rank faster. YouTubers will hype up, you know, hashtag, I don't know, 1,000 away from YouTube rank, 500 away from YouTube rank, you know, stuff like that. There's a lot of people that hyped up YouTube rank a lot. People know when you get YouTube rank. People aren't stupid. They're aware of that, and they will hype it up with you. Lowering requirements is also just gonna have people have faith in the server some more. A lot of people really think that Nethergames doesn't really listen to a lot of their players, which is really funny, because I don't know, everybody complains about lag, and then they start complaining about bugs, and then Nethergames is gonna fix bugs, and people are gonna start complaining that they don't have more game modes, and then they add more game modes, and then people are gonna complain that existing game modes don't get updates. There's always something to complain about, but adding a change like that can at least remind the YouTubers that Nethergames does care about marketing their server well. And also lowering requirements also shows YouTubers that the server does care about their marketing team, I guess, because technically YouTube is Nethergames' marketing team, because if they have a marketing team, they have a really bad marketing team, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, that was it for this like really weird post outro section, I guess. I don't know, I just wanted to add this. Alright, it's 1 a.m. I wanna go sleep. Bye.